Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-game women's volleyball press conference. We have head coach Tyler Hildebrand along with Morgan Chacon, Callie Schwarzenbach, and Dylan Dela Cruz. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from Coach Tyler, and then we'll open it up to questions from the media.
Well, we were able to kind of go around the room just now and just share some thoughts. And the general theme was, we have people that are, whether they're managers or people that support us and help us. Their general theme is like, hey, we appreciate being a part of you guys because it's fun to be around you. And obviously, winning like that, is makes it feel fun. And so that's five set matches in a row. Caroline was really nice to me. That was my first match as a Big West head coach when we played them up there. And me and Caroline worked together on a head coaches committee trying to get a conference championship. If anyone's listening, so anyway, she was really nice. She kept, I wasn't thinking anything. She goes, "Welcome to the Big West, Coach. We're happy to have you." And I thought that was a really classy thing for her to say. And then they beat us and played better than us. And so I emailed her after and just said, "Hey, great match." She goes, "Love your team. You're playing. You have a great team and good luck." And she said, "Hey, I'm looking forward to a lot of battles down the road." And so next time I play them, it was a battle. So congrats to them. And we're going to have a lot of battles with that team. They're well coached and they're good. Really, really, really proud of our team and our staff. It's not easy to keep hanging in there. That's been the theme of the season. And so I'm not going to go on any further, but I'm just really proud of them, and it's a lot of joy to coach them. And I think they really care about each other and they care about competing together.
Tyler, obviously, still relatively early in the conference schedule, but it's kind of a must-win match, in terms of you guys staying in the hunt for a conference championship. How much you guys kind of thinking that, if that last couple of points go the other way, some weird things would need to happen. Now you guys still very much in the mix. How much is that kind of something you guys thought about or talked about?
Sports psychology on this is all over the map. Obviously, the easy answer is take one day at a time and you take one match at a time. But as competitors, and a team that, we dream big about doing things that we think we're capable of. So, obviously, the start of our season put us in a situation where, Mike, I think a lot of our matches feel that way, or maybe all of them. And so we know that. We don't really talk about it, but we know, right now we're focused on getting better. But we know that it's hard to get in the postseason in our conference unless you win it. So, as long as there's a chance to do that, we're going to keep trying to win matches, and we know they're all
important. For Morgan and for Callie, if you want, this was another testament to how tough the Big West Conference has been this year in women's volleyball. Both of you transferring from pretty good conferences yourselves. What is that kind of compared now that we're halfway through the conference season to what you've experienced before?
It's way tougher than the Big Ten.
I think it's definitely tougher in different ways. I think, I don't know, the Big Ten had a lot of big girls, and coming here, it's been a bit of a challenge for me blocking-wise. Not used to having six girls across the net from every team, but they're definitely challenging me, and it's a new challenge, and I'm embracing it, but it's been a fun schedule, that's for sure, and I'm excited for next week especially.
I would agree. There's just there's strengths in like different areas. I would say I feel like the defense is great. Sometimes there's just relentless energy and effort and heart. And I feel like it's been really fun to play in this conference just because you look on a sheet of paper and you might not think that they don't have a lot of height or whatever it is. It may not be scary or whatever, but I think these teams show up and offer a lot in a lot of different areas, and just their whole game is well-rounded.
That's a good answer.
Why did you make me go?
Your answer was good too, Ken.
This can really be for any of you. I'm just curious as to what do you think has been like the main key to your guys' success throughout these past 8 games? Because obviously this is the 8th game for the win streak, and it's a big deal. And you're going to be facing Fullerton on Tuesday. So, what do you think has been the main key to that?
I think our serves, we've been really keying in and being aggressive with our serving and getting them out of system. And our passing's like we're one of the best passers in the conference. So.
Yeah, right there.
And this is a question for Tyler. I don't know if anyone brought this up, but you held one of the best servers in the Big West without a service ace, and you held Cal Poly to only one service ace on the night. What can you say about your serve receive and how it was effective for the most part?
Well, Taryn, you were here when we talked on, was it Tuesday or whatever, about her serve. And I think the challenge as a coach is to prepare for a serve like that. I think coming in, she was at like, on our stats, 28 aces and 13 errors in the last 6 games, which is pretty unheard of. And so, the challenge is to prepare for it without like freaking everybody out about it, and like, making your team feel like, oh no, what are we going to do? So what we did to prepare for it was, like I said, I was trying to hit that spin all week on a box and didn't do it very well, but at least they got to see the heat all week. Luckily, we have Jordan Molina, who's a great volleyball player and can get a lot of heat on a jump serve. So we started that at the beginning of the week, just to prepare so they got used to it. And then just kind of this morning, we really kind of prepared for her specific tendency, or shouldn't have a tendency, but what we're going to do with seams and we got. The men let us use the jump serve machine, which is really, really nice of them because, we don't have one. And we were able to get that lefty spin. So I think that helped. But ultimately, I think what I said on Tuesday was the way we respect Dvorak's serve is by having a great mindset. It's not by pumping her up like, oh, she's so good or, oh, she's not that good. I mean, no, she is good. And so we have a great mindset that we're going to battle it. And yeah, I told him I thought that she'd get 1 or 2 aces and that would be great. And she held, our team held her to none. So, but I played men's volleyball in here. It's hard to jump serve in this building with that pyramid. Guys that come in and they have a hard time jump serving here. So anyway, I'm really proud of our passers. We're the best. I think we're the best passing team in the conference, and they showed it tonight.
Morgan, when we talked before the year, you talked about, what you were just excited to come in and be around people who love volleyball, the coaches and your teammates and everything. It seems like this streak of wins you guys have had is kind of what you were talking about, right? Like you can just see the energy is really infectious. You can see it in the crowd. You weren't here last year. It wasn't like this, the last couple of years to have that kind of atmosphere. Is this sort of what you were thinking about? Is this what you were, when you came over here, is this kind of what you were envisioning this would be like, I guess, these last couple of weeks?
Yes, I think these 5-set battles where, it's up and down a lot, like especially in like the second and fourth, we're losing by a lot at times and, we're trying to battle back, and I just feel like our team is together all the time, and not just on the court, but on the bench and our staff. And there's not a moment where I don't feel like everybody's got my back. So the support and like the togetherness of this program is exactly what I wanted, what I imagined.
And then Tyler, obviously the team has won 8 in a row and you basically have a lot of momentum going into next week. One of the opponents you're playing is UC Santa Barbara and they play tomorrow against UC San Diego. Do you all plan to watch them by any chance in their game tomorrow?
That's a good question, Taryn. I didn't think about it. With volumetrics now, we wait to get all that information, but I don't know. Do you guys plan on watching it?
No.
Yeah. It's really cool that you can stream stuff now. We obviously can't go in-person scout and all that, but it's really cool you stream. I kind of like watching the live feed, so now you mentioned it, Taryn, maybe I'll look into that. But I tend to just, after I put my kids down, come here and just stare at the blue volumetric screen for about 4 hours and get it all down.
That sounds healthy.
With a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, and a wife that runs her own business. You got to find time to do it at some point.
Dylan, for you, 23 digs tonight, and it seemed like 20 of them were missiles your way. How do the arms feel? Because mostly it's a match on Tuesday that kind of have to rebound and come back against a pretty good Cal State Fullerton team as well.
I was just bracing myself from the missiles, like you said, and just getting them on tempo line so Zayna could set the pins. So yeah.
She's a little humble, if you can't tell. She had an unbelievable defensive match tonight.
Dylan is a hometown girl who's obviously been here and kind of seen some of the ups and downs. What does the season that you guys are having mean to you? What does the crowd mean? What's the experience of the last couple of months been like for you, just personally?
It's bittersweet that it's my last semester. Just playing my heart out so we could have a great season, bring back the legacy that we once had. Yeah.
Callie, for you, 11 kills tonight, and yes, 6 blocks as well. What has kind of been the mindset for you lately, really being able to block and then transition, get some really good connections with Zayna now?
I don't know. This season's I've been really freed up, and I think having Zayna as a setter who can really just put the ball up from anywhere is. I have so much trust in her, and I think we have that mutual trust back and forth, and I think that's what's made me more successful. But yeah, just reps.
For your blocking defense really stepped up tonight. 14 total team blocks. Talk a little bit about that. What changed from the last few matches to this match? What really got you guys going in the zone?
We have been taking blocks personal. In the gym this past week, we focused a lot on just kind of having more intent and aggressiveness and not being so passive when we go up. And I think that's really kind of been engraved in, especially Cameron's head. She's had an outstanding blocking week these last 2 games, and I think it's really showed what we've done in practice. So.
We noticed after Davis, or last weekend, both matches, Riverside and Davis, so we're training the right way, we think. We know what we're doing, but we needed to have a shift in our, whether it's mindset or focus. And it's pretty cool that I don't know if you guys watched his block last weekend, but it wasn't very good. But it was really, really good on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and really, Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and really good this weekend. Last night it was really good too. So that's another testament to them. They focus on something. They're great at getting after it and doing it. Thank you guys for staying. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.